Donald Trump made a lot of big promises in his election campaign in regards to the economic policy in China, and specifically tariffs on all Chinese products. But when he actually becomes president next year in January, will he actually go through with those promises, or was it just a way to win an election? Let's talk about it. 大家好，我是 Surat 在中国. Hey everyone, it's Surat in China. How y'all doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's a little bit rainy here in Shenzhen today, but that's okay. I'm in my office here. Everything is fine. I've got my lovely plant behind me, and I've got my fantastic VPN going right now, which is why I'm able to make these videos and share them with you. It's a great service at a great price with a lot of really good options and truly fantastic customer support. If you're interested in using a VPN, whether you're traveling to China or other places that may experience geo-blocking, or you just want to be able to stream from other sites around the world, or possibly just because of internet security, especially when out in public, I highly recommend SimpleLink. It's a great service. I actually talk to the owner of the company personally from time to time. He's a great guy. I highly recommend it. The link is down in the description below. Check it out. We're getting closer and closer to that 10,000 subscriber goal of mine. Thank you so much, everybody. 谢谢你. I'm really, really thrilled about this. And if you want to be part of the movement, if you want to be part of this great, great achievement, all you have to do is, if you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. And hey, if you throw me a thumbs up on this video, it really helps the YouTube algorithm to find my content and share it with more and more people. Again, thank you so much, everybody. But let's get to Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump did just win the election by a landslide, which was kind of a surprise, not only to people in America, but around the world. A lot of people, even here in China, didn't think that this was going to happen. The reason being was that Kamala Harris was very popular. She had a lot of popular support. She raised a lot of money for her campaign. But in the end, Donald Trump had the promises that got him the popular vote, and ultimately he won the election. So he will be the 47th president of the United States of America. During his campaign, however, he made some pretty strong promises in regards to his policies with China. Now, a couple of those promises were regarding tariffs. Now, for those of you that don't know, tariffs are meant to be, or explained by Donald Trump to be, a penalty against imported products into the country. The idea behind it is to increase the price of imported products to encourage local people to buy local American-made products. The failure of this system is the fact that so much manufacturing has left America that common everyday items are no longer made in America and must be purchased from overseas. The largest and cheapest place to buy those everyday items are, of course, in China. So when he talks about a 60% tariff across the board on all Chinese products, that means everything that you use on a daily basis has the potential to go up by 50%, 60%, 100% or more, depending on how the tariffs work. Now, this may not seem a lot on a small ticket item like a $5 pair of reading glasses, but when you're a senior citizen living on a fixed income and common things like this, which are absolute necessities, go up by 50 or 60%, that's really, really going to affect your life. It could be the difference between eating one day. It could be the difference between being able to pay your rent one month, all because of these cross-the-board tariffs. So not only do I think this is a very, very foolish idea, but I don't think once they are actually implemented that it will be a very popular idea. Now, for some items like steel, some electronics, new energy products, electric vehicles, things like that, I get it. the Chinese government does subsidize those industries a lot to make them more competitive on the open market. And America still does, to a lesser degree, have those industries available so they can promote their own products. So when they talk about the 100% tariff that was introduced on the new energy and electric vehicles, and the 25% tariff that was introduced for steel and aluminum products, I could understand that as a way to discourage people from buying Chinese steel and Chinese EVs and instead purchase locally. But when it comes to cross the board, every product coming from China, and in fact, he's talked about every product from around the world that's imported into America being charged tariffs, that just seems unrealistic to me. Basically, you're not penalizing China or other countries by introducing these tariffs. People are going to need to buy these products anyway, especially those that are not made in America directly. So this is nothing more than a huge tax grab. So when Donald Trump says, we're going to eliminate income tax will be gone. Instead, we're going to get that money back from tariffs. Well, so you're taking away income tax from the American people and introducing tariffs, which are tax on the American people. So it's six of one, half a dozen of the other. So you're not really reducing the taxes at all. You're just changing the name and making it seem like the taxes are gone and that we're penalizing other countries who are exporting their products. It's simply not the case. I have another video where I talk about this specifically, but I strongly believe that he's going to backtrack on those claims anyway. The reason being is that Trump is building himself a cabinet right now, supporters in the White House who are tech bros, people that benefit highly from imported products. And if they start losing sales of their imported products into America, that's going to directly affect their bottom line. Now, these are the people that are going to be surrounding and supporting Trump. Do you think they're really going to like this idea of increasing the taxes and the tariffs on their products that they sell in America? I don't think so. And one particular tech bro I think may have the strongest influence of all is none other than Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk, being one of the richest men in the world, his companies specifically, or at least his profitable companies, we're not talking X here, his companies specifically deal with technology, new energy products, and electric vehicles. So it is in his best interest to reduce tariffs on those products or eliminate them entirely in order to increase his profits specifically in his companies. And even though he's the richest man in the world, so they say, uh, that doesn't mean he doesn't want to get richer. That's how it works with those super rich people, is it's a game to them to see who can die sleeping on the biggest pile of money, right? They know they'll never in their lifetime, in their children's, their grandchildren's, their great grandchildren's lifetimes, ever be able to spend all that money, but it's not enough. So when Biden introduced 100% tariffs on electric vehicles, was that a good thing for Tesla? I'm not too sure about that. Tesla also creates new energy products, battery storage products, batteries and storage products like the company that I work for now. So is it again in his best interest to have Donald Trump increasing tariffs? He's talked about 100%, 200%, 500% tariffs on specifically those products. Is that in Elon Musk's best interest? Absolutely not. And Elon Musk will have a prominent position in the Trump cabinet. Even though he has no political experience, he has no political education, he is probably the least qualified person in America to do that job because it is a direct conflict of interest with his own businesses. Now, the only way I could see this working is as the efficiency minister, economic minister, whatever title they're going to give him. Elon said he would be happy with the first buddy. The first buddy? Is that who you want running your economy in your country? But hey, I'm not Donald Trump. You do you, bro. But is he going to put these tariffs on every electric vehicle and new energy product except his? Is he going to make an exception for Tesla? Is he going to make exceptions for Starlink and other Elon Musk branded companies, whereas every other company in the country is going to have to pay tariffs and increase their prices and lose sales? Hmm, that is going to make Trump very unpopular with the tech bros and with the CEOs of big companies whose bottom line, whose corporate bonuses will be directly affected by across the board tariffs and tax increases, price increases of their products, or Elon Musk giving himself and his company preferential treatment. It's bad enough that they're going to reduce the amount of tax that the fabulously wealthy pay already, but it's another thing if they start giving preference to people like Elon Musk who are in the White House already. So, as I said at the beginning of the video, I highly suspect all this talk of tariffs and punishments across the board, every product from China is going to get tariffs. Every product being imported into America is going to have tariffs because we're going to force the manufacturing back into America. Simply not going to happen. I think that would make Trump so massively unpopular that even among his strongest supporters, he would put himself at a huge risk of losing the midterm elections and actually being kicked out of his job by the American people. So I think personally he will backtrack and change his policies to actually benefit the CEOs and the corporations as opposed to falsely claiming to punish China. If anything, I personally think that relations between America and China will improve under Trump because it's not in his best interest. It's not in Elon Musk, the gigafactory owner. It's not in his best interest. It's not in the CEOs and the corporations' best interests to piss off China when they're making so much money off them now. If anything, I think that they will reduce tariffs dramatically in order to boost business and make more profit. What do you think? Do you think Trump is going to follow through with his promises and create across the board 60% tariffs on every product coming from China and 20 to 30% tariffs on every imported product into America? Do you think he will continue the 100%, 200%, 500% tariff on EVs and new energy products? Personally, I don't think so. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I love your comments. I love to hear your opinions. And yeah, let's see how the community feels. But otherwise, thank you so much for joining me today. So happy that the channel is growing, and I'm so happy to see all the comments from all of you. I read them all. I try to get back to them all. I'm obviously a busy guy and I'm getting hundreds of comments, but that's fantastic. It's amazing. Thank you so much for your support. And once again, if you really want to support this channel, hit that subscribe button, throw me a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video. Zaijian.